Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. The star we've been honoring all day, Betty Grable, was, yes, the definitive pinup girl of World War II. And yes, she was also known as the girl with the $1 million legs, after the 20th Century Fox Studios insured her legs for that amount of money with Lloyd's of London. But Betty Grable was so much more than that. I mean, you don't become one of the top 10 box office attractions for 10 years in a row based only on glamour or gimmicks. If she hadn't also had the talent and the personality to back it up, she would have faded away like so many other beautiful young stars have done through the years. But Betty could sing, she could dance, she never took herself too seriously, she remained down to earth, and she knew her limitations. She said, "There are two reasons I'm a star, and I'm standing on them." Well, her boss at Fox, Darryl F. Zanuck, was forever trying to get her to do an occasional dramatic role, but she kept saying, "No, no, not me," and she stuck with doing light musicals, with one exception, and that's a movie we have coming up next, a TCM premiere for us. It's a film which is now a film noir favorite, the only movie Betty Grable made as a star in which she didn't sing or dance, with the exception of How to Marry a Millionaire. Our film is titled I Wake Up Screaming, made in 1941, just a year after Betty had become a legitimate movie star, thanks to the 1940 musical Down Argentine Way, which we just showed. In our film noir story, Betty plays a young woman whose sister is murdered, and the man they suspect murdered her is somebody who was working to make her a star, a part played by Victor Mature. The evidence is against him, and it's fairly circumstantial, but there's a detective who's doggedly determined to pin the crime on Vic, while Betty hopes that he didn't do it, since she begins to fall for him. Her sister, a beautiful aspiring actress, is played by Carol Landis. Also in the film are great supporting players like Laird Craigar, William Gargan, Alan Mowbray, and Alan Joslin. Betty Grable, as you'll see, acquits herself very nicely. She's no Betty Davis, nor is she required to be. But she wasn't keen about her performance when she saw the finished film. She refused to ever do another straight dramatic role, no matter how much her boss, Darryl Zanuck, tried to get her to expand her horizons by playing dramatic roles in such films as The Razor's Edge and also Pick Up on South Street. So here, from 1941, a rarity in the career of Betty Grable, I Wake Up Screaming.